Hey, years ago, I had a fear of driving. I mean, well into my adult years, I had a fear. I was scared to drive. I mean, I was 25, 26 years old, still haven't had my license. And finally, I said, you know what? I got to deal with this fear. So I dealt with the fear. I got a whole testimony on that. I'll give you maybe I should find a video where I'll share that testimony, or I'll share it later. But anyway, I finally got delivered from that fear of driving. I remember this guy named Big Wheel. He took me driving, and that's all we did all day. I just drove around until I got it. You know, I was nervous. I had both hands on the steering wheel. You know how you first start driving, you have your hands on the steering wheel like this here. You're like, whoa. But many of you are probably watching me, and you're probably like, driving. You had a fear of driving because you didn't. It was easy for you, right? And that's okay, because certain people have certain fears. You know, you may have a certain fear of something. I might be saying, oh man, you got a fear of that. But that's not the point. The point is, I had a fear. I was tormented by this fear. I was limited by this fear. But I eventually overcame it. I eventually just started doing it, you know? Until I broke out of that cycle, until I broke out of so look, now I'm driving with one hand. Now I'm driving with one hand talking to you on the video. At one point, I could never even envision this. But it wasn't until I said, you know what, let me just face the fear. Let me just face the fear. And what is it that you're afraid to do? Because it's something that you don't want to do because you lack knowledge. You know, maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to start a ministry. Maybe it's something simple as doing YouTube videos or Instagram reels. Forgive me for that light, I'm driving. But it's something that you don't want to do because you don't know how to do it. Well, guess what? When you was born, you didn't know how to do a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff you don't know how to do. You know how to talk, you know how to walk. But guess what? Now you're doing all of those things at ease. You're doing all of those things and without a problem. But do like I did with the driving. Just take a day and just start doing it. Just start doing something that'll lead towards that. Start doing something that'll lead towards that goal, towards that vision. Go ahead and start doing the videos. You ain't gotta put it on live right away. You can just record it and have it stored. Save it later. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. While I was driving, I thought about that. There was a time where I was scared to drive. But now I'm doing it at ease. Whatever it is that you're afraid to do, you can do it at ease. At some point, if you will just decide to do it. Yeah, you go feel the fear, but feel the fear and do it anyway. Don't think that the fear is a sign that you shouldn't be doing it, because most people who are doing it have a fear as well, but they just do it anyway. They decide to go for it anyway. You decide to go for it. Like I said, forgive all this bad lighting. This is an impromptu live or recording. And but man, if you just go ahead and start doing it. And that's what happened with me in a lot of areas. There are areas now that I'm trying to achieve, and I have to apply that same principle, because you know, there's certain areas I'm like, okay, I'm kind of timid or want to procrastinate, but I got to do it just like I did everything else. I got to just go for it and learn from the mistakes. Listen, I hope this helps somebody. And real quick before I go, because somebody's don't want to do Instagram reels, they don't want to do YouTube videos. because they worry about how they look. I just did this whole video. Listen, the light ain't perfect. See how the sun shining in my face? The light most definitely was bad while I was driving. But nobody really focuses on that. They focus on what I'm saying. And they'll do the same with you. Nobody's worried about how you look. They want to know what you have to say. And guess what? You have something to say. You have something to say. Listen, if you agree with me, hit the like button. Leave a comment. Tell me your thoughts on this video. Like I said, this was an impromptu video. It wasn't planned. But tell me your thoughts. What are you afraid of? What are you waiting for? Go ahead and start so you can learn from the mistakes. Welcome the mistakes. Don't run from them. Welcome them. All right? Mistakes can't be avoided, so don't void them. Oh, man. That's a Billy Miller quote. Mistakes can't be avoided, so don't void them. Anyway, that's actually a quote from my book, but I think I'm messing the quote up. But once again, don't allow imperfection to stop you. I'm not about to edit this video. I'm going to let it play. Because guess what? You're not going to leave remembering the mistakes. You're going to leave remembering the nuggets. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Y'all take care. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. And always remember that the word is your life. Y'all take care.